Good snap, the hold, the kick is up, the kick is good!
Will be a swing by Kramer, kept alive by Jalbert. Lucas with the attack off the side of the block for the kill.
Gazette, he looks to go off guard, tucks back inside to the A gap, and he gets in for the touchdown.
Harrington, angle, off a touch, diving, Dunbar, holy cats, wow!
Starcevic in the shotgun, play action, looking for a man, has him down the field to his brother Starcevic for the touchdown. It's 31 yards. Jake.
Alston Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
And a pleasant good Tuesday evening from Kindred. It's Region 1 Volleyball tonight featuring the Maple River Raiders and the Kindred Vikings. I'm Chase Miller, and welcome to our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. We'll start with the visitors here this evening on the left side of your screen out in their hot pink uniforms for Dig Pink Night here in Kindred. The Maple River Raiders 18-4 on the season, 4-1 in Region 1 play. Head coach by Craig Poole. And for the Maple River Raiders, an awfully good weekend down at the Lisbon Enderlin tournament, and they won 9 straight games, 10 of their 11 matches, and they topped Ellendale to win the tournament on Saturday down at Lisbon for Maple River. After tonight, the Raiders back in Region 1 action, hosting Tri-State on Thursday, then Northern Cass a week from tonight as they return home again on Thursday, and then they will also host Northern Cass a week from tonight from the Raider Activity Center. For the Kindred Vikings, an extremely really good weekend as well down at the Lisbon Enderlin tournament. For the Vikings, they've won 7 of 8 matches and the consolation champs in Lisbon, as after this match for Kindred, they go right back to a tournament, part of the Shields Invite in Fargo, where they square off with Watford City, Bismarck High, and Davies of Fargo before squaring off with Waimea Lidgerwood on Tuesday night, a week from this evening at Waimea Lidgerwood in Region 1 play. The Vikings, 13 wins, 8 losses on the season, 3-2 in Region 1, head coach by Autumn Schaefer. Last year, these two teams met. Maple River swept Kindred on October the 3rd. 2 years ago, Kindred swept Maple River on September the 27th of 2022. So we'll see if that streak continues. And also congratulations goes out to Brielle Kaloran for surpassing 1,000 career assists, which happened over the weekend, part of that Lisbon Enderlin Invite. We'll take a quick break, and we come back after this. We'll go over the Region 1 standings, your out-of-town scoreboard, all ahead of our coaches' conversation, that and more. This is the Irie Insurance pregame show. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service that you deserve. They cover it all, from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a 4-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
For
first week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
Taking a look at your out-of-town scoreboard here this evening, part of high school volleyball tonight. Some matches on yourliveevent.com. Just in Region 1 play, you have Fargo Oak Grove at Lisbon, also Hankinson at Central Cass. And in EDC play, Fargo Shanley at West Fargo. For the complete rundown of games throughout the upcoming week and tonight, go to yourliveevent.com or simply subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also going on this evening in Region 1 volleyball, Weimar-Lidgewood visits Tri-State and Sargent County at Richland tonight in Colfax. A non-region matchup, Nelson County hosting Northern Cass this evening. The only team that's not in action are the Enderlin Eagles, as they are idle upcoming here this evening. Region 1 standings entering play here tonight. Fargo Oak Grove is 5-0 in the region, sitting atop the standings, followed by Maple River, number 2 at 4-1. Tied for third right now, Weimar-Lidgewood and Northern Cass. The Warbirds do have that tiebreaker against the Jags, but both teams again are 4-2. That makes up your top 4. Currently tied for fifth, Central Cass and Kindred. Those two teams will meet later this month in Castleton, but the Squirrels and the Vikings at 3-2 in region play. Currently 7th are the Hankinson Pirates at 2 wins and 2 losses. Richland is 8th at 2-3, followed by Sargent County 9th, just a half game behind them at 2-4. Enderlin a half game behind them at 2-5 for 10th, followed by Lisbon and Tri-State. Top 4 teams will earn a bye into the Region 1 quarterfinals here in Kindred in November. Seeds 5 through 8 would then host a play-in match on Friday, November the 8th, and 9 through 12. They will head to 5 through 8 respectively. That's a look at your out-of-town scoreboard and the Region 1 standings as well. When we come back, we'll hear from the coaches ahead of our starting lineup and the opening serve here tonight in Kindred. It's the Kindred Vikings at 3-2 in Region 1 play, trying to get to 4-2 with the win against Maple River. If they do, the Raiders would drop to 4-2. If Maple River picks up a road victory tonight, they get to 5-1 and one step closer to at least a top 4 seed in Region 1 volleyball. We'll take a quick break. We're back after this with our coaches' conversation. We'll hear from Craig Poole of Maple River, and then we'll hear from Autumn Schaefer of the Kindred Vikings. That's all still ahead of the opening serve here tonight, about a quarter after the hour here on yourliveevent.com.
Prepare your fields and yields against the wet conditions for 2025 and beyond with a drain tile project from Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. Drain tiling will improve and increase your yields and land values for years to come. Chad's Excavating provides free, detailed estimates, and with over 40 years of combined success, they provide professional installation and service. Call Chad today to prepare for your future and any questions that you might have. That's Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
There was an idea
to bring together a group of remarkable people.
So when they needed us, the call is answered.
We need to get the right protection to as many people as we can.
We need to protect as many as we can.
We will.
We don't give up. Get the right protection for your lifestyle. Go to IREinsurance.com to get a free quote and consultation.
Triple E Incorporated in Page is cheering on the Raiders as they compete on and off the court and field. They put in the effort to build a team with trust, experience, and the ability to accomplish their goals. The team at Triple E Incorporated is built the same way, with knowledge and experience, with timeliness and efficiency. For your next non-residential building project, go online to eeeinc.com or stop by the office in Page for more information. Make your next project a winner with the team at Triple E Incorporated in Page.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
As we continue on our pregame show here tonight, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance, it's the Maple River Raiders going up against the Kindred Vikings here for Region 1 Volleyball this evening in Kindred. Joining us now from Maple River, he's the head coach. That's Craig Poole. This interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. And for you guys, Craig, a really nice weekend that you had. The Lisbon Enderlin tournament, Kindred was there as well. You guys come out on top for the championship. Just what did you like about your team's performance over the weekend in that Lisbon Enderlin invite?
You know, it seemed like we really kind of found ourselves a lot. We struggled in a couple of earlier matches with teams that shouldn't have challenged us as much as they did. But then when we got to finally play some really quality opponents, Medina, Pingree, Buchanan, you know, we stepped up and handled that one and played it well, competed at a high level. And then after that, we got into a 3-round robin thing with EKM and competed well. Again, they're a good team. And then we played Wyndmere Lidgerwood for the third time. And we competed well with that. And then we ended up going over to play Ellendale over at Lisbon. And we started a little slow. And before I know it, I'm looking up and it's 24-18. I'm going, okay, let's get a little momentum. And we got a lot of momentum. We ended up winning that one 27-25. And then it was easier sailing after that.
I know from the last time we spoke, anytime someone breaks a record or achieves a milestone, we always like to give them a shout out here with Bree Kaloran getting over 1,000 career assists. Just what's that accomplishment like, particularly for someone who's in a 6'2", who does set but doesn't always be the primary setter to, you know, get over that accomplishment in her career? You know, and she's been in a 6'2" the whole time, you know, so that kind of tells you something about her and it tells you something about the type of ball she puts up, and also kind of adds something to the hitter she's had and the hitter she has right now too. Yeah, she's just a really hardworking kid. She focuses on the skill. You know, if you watch her warming up before practice even starts, you know, she's just working on her footwork, working on her hands, just trying to make everything better. And she takes responsibility if the ball doesn't get there. And I always tell the hitters, no, you guys are the ones that are supposed to be responsible. She puts the ball up, you got to hit it. But that's just the type of kid she is. When you take a look at this matchup with Kindred, I know they got some freshmen, they got some girls back from last year too that are seniors. They're starting to come together. They had a really nice tournament down in Lisbon Enderlin, you know, winning 7, losing 1. So what's going to be a challenge, I guess, here later tonight against the Vikings here, Craig? You know, it's just going to be kind of trying to figure them out. You know, I from what I watched a little bit of video on them, and they've got a couple of girls that are really consistent hitters. You know, they can really put the ball down. So we got to make sure that we're covering them up at the net. And then the rest of them, they just like to put the ball in places, you know. So we got to make sure that we're ready to pick everything up, keep it in front of you so we can get underneath the ball and get it up in the air, and then hopefully we'll be able to, you know, get a little bit of something on it to be able to keep them out of system. Hey, Craig, it's always good to see you. Best of luck here tonight against the Vikings. You bet. Thank you. And again, Coach Craig Poole here for the Maple River Raiders. We'll hear from Autumn Schaefer around the corner after this here on YourLiveEvent.com. Community Bank serves both the Hope Page and Maple Valley school districts in Page and Fingal, North Dakota. If you're interested in an ag loan, real estate, consumer, commercial, or HELOC, give Dwight a call at either branch location. Reach out to Janine about investing in a certificate of deposit or save by opening a money market account. Proudly supporting the Maple River Raiders and wishing the athletes and coaches a successful year. Hometown Community Bank is an equal housing lender and member of the FDIC.
Let the geeks at GK Technology help you with your agricultural data. Their agronomists know agriculture. When it comes to creating soils and zone maps to maximize yields in your fields, you can trust the people with decades of experience in site-specific agriculture. Everyone at GK Technology has a background in agriculture. So
fine grade, sod and hydroseed, and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered, servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com. Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
high school volleyball tonight here on yourliveevent.com. This interview brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. Joining us now from the Kindred Vikings, she is Autumn Schaefer, as they welcome in the Maple River Raiders for a Region 1 volleyball tilt. And Autumn, first things first, let's recap the Lisbon Enderlin tournament. You guys were able to take the consolation champs. You win 7 of your 8 matches that you played down there as well. What did you just like overall about your team this past weekend?
We had really high energy all weekend. Everybody really put their best foot forward. They were all working for each other. It really showed in every match that we played this weekend.
As you take a look at one of your freshmen here, Kate Odegaard, the outside hitter, what did you just kind of see from her performance here the last couple weeks?
Her energy has helped us majorly on the court. She's really stepped up every time that she's gotten the opportunity to be on that varsity court. She's really showing that she wants it bad and she's earning it. She's really helping us set our blocks up. She's helping be aggressive at the net, and she's talking a lot for us.
When you kind of take a look, you had a long time in between volleyball matches from that Lisbon Enderlin tournament to what your last match was, so about 2 weeks roughly. What did you kind of work on as a team in practice? Did you give the girls a week off, so to speak, or just kind of what was the coaching philosophy there?
No, we still worked hard. We worked a lot on endurance, wanted to still keep them moving and keep them engaged. We worked a lot. We broke down a lot of skills for them. I think that's the biggest thing that's been helping them throughout the season, is taking things and breaking them down to their simplest form. So we really were able to take that time with each individual skill and really show them and answer their questions that they had with those.
Speaking of skill, you got a really good team across the net here tonight with Maple River. Obviously, they got some size at 6'1", 6'2", and company. So what's going to be a challenge against the Raiders later tonight here, Autumn?
I think one of the challenges is going to be having big blocks up at the net. We worked a lot the last couple of days about how to work around that, how we can use that to our advantage as well, and kind of just narrowing in on not just swinging at wherever you want to swing and not just hitting the hardest you want to hit. Sometimes it comes down to that spot placement and changing up your pace a little bit, so not everything is coming fast tempo.
Autumn, thanks so much for your time and best of luck here tonight against the Raiders.
Thank you.
Coach Autumn Schaefer with the Kindred Vikings. This interview again brought to you in part by Dakota Heritage Bank. Will continue after this from Kindred.
Hey, this is Jim, and along with Bernie, we're inviting R&J Broadcasting Incorporated listeners to join us on a tour of the Hawaiian Islands, February 22nd through March 3rd. The Big Island will be part of this trip while taking in the breathtaking views of Oahu, the Big Island, and Maui. Enjoy the perfect balance between scheduled activities mixed with personal leisure time. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ to learn more about this tour, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Final segment on our pregame show brought to you in part by Irie Insurance, between the Maple River Raiders and alongside the Kindred Vikings here, as we heard from both head coaches as we get you set now for the starting lineups and alongside the opening serve. A look ahead after tonight for Maple River, already their 23rd match of the season. Here's this evening. The Maple River Raiders will be back in action 48 hours from now in Tower City in the new Raider Activity Center, hosting the Tri-State Tigers on Thursday, enjoying the weekend, and then back in action a week from tonight on Tuesday, hosting Northern Cass. The next 3 matches for Maple River, all Region 1 contests. Well, for the Kindred Vikings, this is match now 22 of their campaign entering play here tonight. For the Vikings, they will have a busy Friday and Saturday, part of the Fargo East-West Classic, which is now the Shields Invite. You get teams from Class A, Class B, and alongside some of those from South Dakota as well, making their way to Fargo this weekend. So if you're a fan of high school volleyball, North, Davie, South, some of the places to be here over the weekend. Kindred will host Watford City. They will play Watford City, Bismarck, and Davies in Fargo over the weekend, part of their pool play, and then they return to action on Tuesday at Weimar Lidgerwood as part of Region 1 Volleyball. That's a look ahead for both the Raiders and the Vikings as well. That does it for our pregame show, brought to you in part by Irie Insurance. They cover it all from home, auto, crop, commercial, and benefits insurance. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote started today. We come back after this. It's the starting lineups and the opening serve between the Raiders and the Vikings. It's Region 1 Volleyball tonight on your liveevent.com.
Are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
The Kindred Public School District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us. Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota.
Maple Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
As we get you ready for the starting lineups here, first for the Maple River Raiders, they'll go like this. Starting at a setter senior, she is Brielle Kaloran. Bree for short at 5'10". Addison Hannig, another senior middle hitter at 6 foot even. Also from there, you got Britton Richards, part of the rotation here for the senior. You have Aaliyah Hannig, a sophomore middle hitter at 5'11". Sophia Satcham, a 5'9" 8th grader. Satcham again at 5'9". And then Stella Satcham, the senior middle hitter at 6'3". And the libero here this evening, Savannah Warren. Warren is the libero at 5'3". So one more time, Kaloran, Hannig, that's Edison and Aaliyah. A pair of Satchams named Sophia and Stella, and Savannah Warren here in the starting lineup. Lila Richmond not in play here this evening. Craig Poole again is the head coach. Maple River 18-4, 4-1. But again, Lila Richmond feeling under the weather. Not here tonight here for Maple River. We go from there now to the Kindred Vikings. 13 wins and 8 losses on the season, as the Vikings will go like this here. Taylor Sanders part of the starting lineup here for the Vikings. Also from there you have Caitlin Brink, a junior defensive specialist at 5'5". Leah Rowland, the defensive specialist, or the libero here for Kindred as well. You have Mallory Keller part of the starting lineups. Kate Odegaard, a 5'8" freshman, and alongside there you have Collins McQuillan, a freshman setter. Here for the Kindred Vikings, you'll see Taylor Sanders. Also in the lineup tonight will be Elsa Engelbreitson, Leah Rowland, Caitlin Brink, as we mentioned. You'll also see Kennedy Bacco here in the starting lineup as well. Odegaard, McQuillan, and McKinney here for the Vikings. 13-8, 3-2 in Region 1, head coach by Adam Schaefer. Back after this with the first serve from Kindred.
Valley Public School will begin the year with the completion of the building project, which added 14,500 square feet, housing a community fitness center, gymnasium, locker rooms, and a pre-K room. This addition will significantly enhance community opportunities by providing updated equipment and facilities. Maple Valley will also launch the Best in Class for our 4-year-old program this year. The Best in Class program includes curriculum, professional development, and resources to create learning environments for pre-kindergarten students.
Maple River will be on the left while Kindred will be on the right. Both teams in their pink uniforms here tonight. Kindred in their pink tops with the blue numerals with the blue ribbon, while on the opposite side here for the Maple River Raiders, kind of more in their hot pink uniforms with white numerals and lettering outlined in black. Rally scoring up to 25, got a win by 2, sets 1 through 4, 15 if it goes there to set number 5. Opening serve here for Brielle Kaloran on a Tuesday night at 7:18, and Region 1 volleyball is underway here in Kindred. This will be tied at the net, pushed across by Sanders. Here goes Warren on the bump, right-handed swing over here for Maple River, as that one was with Richards, and eventually there's going to be a point here for the Vikings. So Kindred takes the opening point here, 1-0 on our City of Hope scoreboard, after the Vikings there with Collins McQuillan able to take the opening point of the match. Service upcoming here for the aforementioned McQuillan. Good serve. Warren with the dig. Nice pass to Bree. Here's a right-handed swing and a kill for the middle hitter in Stella Satrup. Tied up at 1 apiece here. And anytime you're going to talk about Maple River this season, they got some heavy hitters with Satrum at 6'3". You also have 6-foot Addison Hanig and company as well. As this one is going to be passed by Keller in the back. Right-handed swing up and just missing the back right corner there from the Vikings with Greta McKinney. Gives Maple River their first lead here at 2-1 on our City of Hope scoreboard. Work and play in Hope, North Dakota from job listings and housing options. You can search HopeND.com. That again is HopeND.com. Maple River back to the service line here with Sophia Satrum. As she will go back left corner. Keller is there. McKinney able to help it out. This one is pushed across there by Greta. Back bump on the way, tight for Addison Hannigan. This will be 4 here for Maple River as the Kindred Vikings are right back to the service line here with Kennedy Bacco. Bacco, the senior at 5'11", here to serve for the Vikings. This one will go out of play and gives it right back here to the Maple River side of things. First service there for either club early. This is a very interesting matchup here in Region 1 play tonight. Maple River trying to get to 5-1 with a win here, as this will go outside right-handed swing on the way from the Vikings with Odegaard. Maple River free ball over on the way across there with Aaliyah Hannig. Here's a set outside right-handed swing by Sanders for the kill. Give Collins McQuillan the assist, and on the opposite side there, give the kill here to the freshman Sanders, and we're tied at 3. For Kindred, if they pick up a win, they'd be 4-2. They'd be tied with Maple River. Otherwise, if the Raiders pick up the win here, they'd be 2 games above the Vikings here and trying to be one of those top 4 teams in Region 1 play. As for most teams, we've hit the midway points of their region contest of 11 counters out of 12 teams. Raiders head back to service line here with B-Set, the setter, and that's 6'2" with Kaloran. Vikings to the outside. This one going to get hit across the nets by Kittleson. Little joust one by Hannig. That's Aaliyah. Roland gives this one pushed across eventually by McKinney for Maple River. Here's Addison Hannig on the swing. Dug out nicely by McQuillan. Roland passes it across to Sanders. In for a back row kill. Sanders with the point here for Kindred, and it's 4-all. So far been tied at every point here in set number 1. Region 1 volleyball this evening on yourliveevent.com. Fargo Oak Grove, the only team that's unbeaten in Region 1 play so far at 5-0 as they go down to Lisbon tonight trying to get to 6-0 and potentially widen their lead. If Maple River loses tonight against Kindred and they win, they'd be 2 matches up here at the midway points of the season. Oak Grove trying to win the regular season Region 1 championship before that Region 1 tournament as the Kindred Vikings head back to service line here with Caitlin Brink Good serve. This one going to be tight. B set able to help it out. Bree gets it across on the third. McQuillan set middle. This one tipped over the net by Odegaard. Good spot. Warren able to get it across on the third. Rolling outside. Here's a right-handed swing. That's going to be 4, and a point awarded here to Maple River after the attack by Kittleson. Tied at 5 here on YourLiveEvent.com. So neither team so far has been able to get out and get on a run, so to speak, of 4 or 5 consecutive points. Leah Rowland back row attack. Good spot for the kill. Rowland gets the kill here for the Vikings. And Kindred heads back to the service line. Kindred and Maple River, two teams who played extremely well down at the Lisbon Enderlin Invitational as the Vikings have their third service error of the night. Maple River won the Lisbon Enderlin Championship. They've won 9 straight matches and 10 of 11. The Vikings were consolation champs over the weekend, and they've won 7 of 8 matches. Right-handed swing by Taylor for the kill. Taylor Sanders with a match-high third kill so far here for the Vikings as they lead it now 7-6. Service upcoming for Kindred as this one will be with Kittleson. Lila Kittleson back right corner. This one dug up by Satcham. An opportunity now on the way here for Sophia, and eventually she'll take the points. As Maple River, well, Sophia Satcham gets her first kill of the match. And we're knotted at 7 apiece. Kind of what it's felt like since the beginning in talking with most coaches. They feel like on any given night, someone in this region can be beat and someone can be the team that knocks the other off as Kennedy Bacco gets that one through the middle block for the kill. That's her first of the match. It's now 8-7. Vikings work their way across the service line here with Collins McQuillan around the rotation. As Collins with the running jump serve here. Kaloran set middle. Right-handed swing by Satcham. Going to be partially blocked by Taylor Sanders and Bacco. Here's a swing, and this is deflected. Is there any touch? Yes, it is. After the block along the way there for the Maple River Raiders. Part of Stella Satcham on that block party with Richards on the outside, and now we're knotted up at 8. Service on the way for the 8th grader and Sophia Satcham. This one comes middle. Sanders, big swing, and that's going to be another block party. You had Hannig and Satcham. Satcham in the middle able to get the point at 9-8, and going back to that height again for Maple River. You can use the block to your advantage, but if you go one-on-one and hit it squarely on these blockers, Maple River has already shown you a couple times of getting it right back across the net. Miss hit on the way, and the Raiders lead it by 2. Taking a look here tonight, either tied or a 1-point match. This is the largest lead on our City of Hope scoreboard for either club. The Vikings here with McQuillan set outside, right-handed swing over the net by McKinney for the kill. Greta earns the point. That'll be her first kill of the match, and the Vikings back to the service line with Bacco. For 19 combined points, haven't seen really too much of long rallies. Been this serve receive and just putting a point down early here on the rotation. Here's a right-handed swing by Hannig. This one was going to go out of play, but Bacco plays it anyway, makes it now 11-9. Tough one there if you're Kennedy in the back. That volleyball's coming right at you. If you duck and cover, that more than likely would have been out. Instead played it, couldn't make a good pass, and the serve will go towards Maple River with Stella Satcham. Back set, here comes McKinney. Believe she might have hit the post on that. She does. Makes it now 12-9. Largest lead of the match now for the Raiders. As we were alluding to, it was going to be that team that makes a little 4-0, 5-0 run out in front of them. And right now the answer is Maple River currently. Kaloran pushes it across on the second. Good covered there by Rowland. McQuillan with the set outside. Here goes Sanders down the line for the kill. Sanders with her match-leading 4th kill here for the Vikings. Substitution upcoming for Kindred. This one will be with Kittleson, the junior middle blocker at 5'8". Service here for the Vikings. Edison Hannig with a dig. Kaloran back set. Here goes Richards over the block. Dug up by Sanders. Vikings set outside right-handed swing, and this one was it touched or no touch? They will say that's out of play for the swing by Kittleson. Didn't miss by much, makes it now 13-10. Maple River takes the point and the serve with B-set. Hallie on the serve. This one dug on a good pass into the middle. Pushed across the net eventually here by the Vikings. There with Odegaard, and then a swing will be out of play, and the point goes towards Kindred. Service here upcoming for the Vikings. This will be with Caitlin Brink, the 5'5" junior defensive specialist this season, playing in the back row for Coach Autumn Schaefer this year. Brink to serve into the middle. Dug, good pass there by Warren. This is going to be tight. Pushed across the net on the left hand there by Aaliyah Hanig. This one pushed right back across for the Kindred Vikings with Kittleson. Here's a big right-handed swing by Hanig. That's Addison for her second kill. 14-11, Maple River up by 3 again as Addison heads to the service line. This will be back left corner. Nice pass by Brink coming across on that slide. Right-handed swing down the net. After the swing there by Odegaard, and free ball over by Kaloran. Kindred set middle. Odegaard going to be blocked by Hanig. Rowland gets it across. A little tight at the net. Eventually hammered down for the Vikings. Getting another one at the net is Collins McQuillan here to make it a 14-12 contest. And we'll have the serve by Rowland. Into the back, Warren is there. Maple River will set this one. Pushed across by Sophia Satcham. Good dig by Rowland. Outside Baco, right-handed swing. Warren is there. Pass by B, set out and over the net by Sophia Satcham. McQuillan setting middle. Right-handed hammer. Lila Kittleson rises for a kill. 14-13 on the way. And the Vikings head back to the service line. This one going to be pushed across by Sophia. Eventually free ball over here by McQuillan. Tied at the net by B-set. Back comes across with Bree for the kill. Kaloran earns the point. That'll be her first kill of the match. Couple of notes as well over the weekend for both clubs. We'll start with the team serving here. Kaloran surpassed over 1,000 career assists here for Maple River as Warren heads to the service line. We'll get to Kindred's record breakers in a moment. Baco cross court. Warren is there to help it out. Eventually, with the left hand by Stella, gets it across the net. Vikings back row attack. Sanders off top of the ribbon. Addison Hanig with the dig. Here comes Kaloran on the free ball over. Rolling. Good pass on the way. Coming middle. Right-handed swing for the kill. Kittleson with her second. And the Vikings are back within one. Congratulations goes out to Leah Rowland with a school record most digs in a match at 43 over the weekend, and Taylor Sanders with 20 kills over the weekend as well to make that a school record upcoming for the Kindred Vikings. There's a block party on the way for Kennedy Paco and McQuillan. Part of that tandem block here for the Vikings is it's all knotted up at 15. Service here for the Vikings. B set back. On the way, this goes to Bree. Good tip, good spot for the points. Trying to get there, eventually it was Kittleson as Kaloran takes the kill. That'll be her second of the match, and the Raiders head back to the service line. 9 ties so far here in this first set. Maple River does have the advantage as Kaloran to serve. Rowland. Good pass across the way. Outside Sanders over the double block, and he eventually gets the points. Taylor with her 5th kill of the night, and it's 16-all. Serve upcoming here for the Vikings as this one will be with Collins McQuillan. McQuillan to the service line. This will be the service there, and that's been the Achilles heel. If you're a Viking fan, that's their 4th of this opening set. Maple River leads by 1. Raleigh scoring up to 25. Got to win by 2 again. Here in this first set. Rowland pushes it across. There on the cover is Sophia. Here goes Addison Hanig. And eventually will get a lift or a net. Nope, we'll get a net violation here on Maple River as it's 17-all. Baco back to the service line here for the Vikings. Been an entertaining set number 1 in Region 1 play here tonight from Kindred. Service on the way for Baco. This will be right-handed swing high into the rafters as it deflects a little bit, and a point eventually here for Stella Satrum. 18-17. Vikings out in front, and Stella to the service line as she comes across. Maple River, Addison Hanig, right-handed swing. This one will be the points here for Maple River. Addison with her third to lead the floor now for the Raiders as they widen that margin now to 2. Stella Satrum into the back. Leah Rowland is there. McQuillan set outside right-handed swing, and eventually will be a kill here for the Vikings. Kate Odegaard with the point. That'll be her first, and it's 19-18. Something that Coach Adam Schaefer talked about on our pre-match show, saying that the more and more opportunities Odegaard gets, the more comfortable she's getting in this varsity system here this season for Kindred. This will be a right-handed swing by Richards into the back end. Eventually, there's the kill. Britton earns her first, and the Raiders now 2 points away. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining here in this first set. Service upcoming for the Raiders with B set. And that'll be an ace. First one on the way here for Maple River to make it now 21-18. Raiders lead it by 3 here. B-set continues to serve. Rolling with the dig. Back row attempt here by Sanders will be out of play to make it 22-18. And we got a timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you in part by Kindred State Bank, an insurance agency. Back after this here in Kindred.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Timeout on the floor again, brought to you in part by Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency here in Kindred. Contact Jim and the crew at Kindred State Bank. For more information, you can go online to kindredstatebank.com. Let them handle your insurance and banking requests. For more info, again, go to kindredstatebank.com. Chase Miller with you here tonight in Kindred. Maple River leads it by 4 here. After it was tied up at 17 apiece, it's been a 5-1 run currently here for Maple River to stretch this lead out to the largest it's been here in set number 1 as B-set continues to serve. Roland, good pass on the way. That goes to McQuillan, set outside. This is going to be tip blocked. McQuillan with another opportunity in the middle. Free ball over. Remember the swing there by Odegaard. Here's an attempt. Addison Hennig for the kill. That'll be her fourth. Passing that we're seeing here from Maple River, and now it's 23-18. Raiders up by 5 here late in set number 1. Service upcoming here for B-set. Back left corner. Kindred, this one dump opportunity. Hannah gets it right back across, and the Vikings unable to get it across the net. 24-18 here. Maple River with a set point opportunity here in the first. B set to serve into the middle. There's the pass. McQuillan to the outside. This one hit across the net. This one will be out of play by Kittleson. And set number 1 goes to the visiting Raiders on our City Hope scoreboard. 25-18. Maple River takes set number 1. Our set recap brought to you in part by First Class Mortgage is next here on your liveevent.com.
We're a one-stop shop. North Star Ag is a full-service shoreline machinery dealership, so we have the 3 departments: sales, service, parts, fully staffed, have full inventory of all the parts and whole goods needed. We really value the service and the support that any traditional dealership would give you, but we specialize in shorelines. You can give us a call at 701-361-4790 or visit our website at northstar-ag.com.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
For trusted news, weather, and sports from your community, look to R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Hear local voices from local radio with news and information from the area. Your information stations, KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ Radio and rjbroadcasting.com. Local voices from local radio.
High school volleyball tonight. This set recap brought to you in part by First Class Mortgage in Fargo. In set number 1, there were 11 ties. Maple River would go on to close set number 1 on a nice 7, make that an 8-1 run here for the Maple River Raiders as they take set number 1 again, 25-18. They're led by Addison Hennig with 4 kills. Kaloran had 2. B set with an ace, 0 service errors. Kindred led by Taylor Sanders with 5 kills. Kittleson had 2, a block apiece for Bacco and McQuillan. The Vikings, though, with 4 service errors and 0 aces. That's our set recap brought to you in part by First Class Mortgage. Locally owned and operated, it's more than just their company name. It's the way they do business. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing your existing mortgage, their dedicated team takes the time to understand your financial situation. For more info, go online to firstclasscorp.com. That again is firstclasscorp.com. We'll also keep you apprised of what's going on across the region here this evening with Oak Grove at Lisbon, Weimar Lidgewood visiting Tri-State, Hankinson at Central Cass, and Sargent County at Richland here tonight. We'll keep you apprised of those matches as this one moves along, and also make sure you stay tuned for our post-game show where we'll hear from the victorious players, take a look at the final stat line, that and more still to come here later tonight from Kindred. Both football teams are back in action as well here on Friday as the Maple River Raiders will close out the regular season against the Enderlin Eagles, part of the last match in 9-man football on Friday nights before the playoffs begin a week from Saturday on the 19th. All for the Kindred Vikings. The playoffs are coming, but not next weekend, as the Vikings will have 2 more games left at Thompson on YourLiveEvent.com on Friday, then senior night on October the 18th, a 6 o'clock kickoff on October the 18th here in Kindred. Service on the way to start in set number 2, as this will be with Collins McQuillan. Here's a big swing by Stella Satram in for the kill. Stella able to have a good couple of hits early here for Maple River. That's her second kill of the match here as the Vikings play from behind early here in set number 1 as Kaloran heads back to the service line. 1 love early here for Maple River. Kaloran, this will come into the middle. Keller is there, backs on the way. Bacco in for the kill. Nicely done by Kennedy for her second here as we're tied at 1 apiece early in set number 1. Service will continue here for Kennedy Bacco. Bacco with the running jump serve. Warren with the dig. Back set on the way, coming across with Satram on the slide. This one goes over to Bree. Warren here with the bump. Opportunity for a Kaloran back row attack. For the Vikings, they will come middle right-handed swing, and there's a block by Satram. After the swing by Odegaard, Satram does it again at the net here to make it a 2-1 contest in favor of Maple River. Service on the way for Sophia Satram. Sophia on the serve roll in. Good pass across the way. This one gets across and over the net by Odegaard. Maple River set outside Addison Hennig. This is going to be blocked eventually, and then we'll get a lift. Good job throwing the block there by Greta McKinney to tie things up at 2. Taylor Sanders, the freshman 5'11" outside hitter, back to the service line. That'll hit off the ribbon and eventually be the points. Sanders with the ace here to make it now 3-2. Vikings lead it by 1. Sanders to serve yet again, and that's going to be another ace at 4-2. Back-to-back aces here for the freshman. Going right to the back middle against Savannah Warren here. Sanders, another point and another ace. That's 3 in a row. So Sanders so far 5 kills and 3 aces, and the Vikings out in front here by 3. Sanders, Warren, that'll be another point to make it 6-2. This will get Craig Poole off the bench here for Maple River. As this is the largest run of the night here for the Kindred Vikings. Sanders to the service line here. Warren into the back, as that'll be another point here to make it now 7-2. And we'll get a substitution here for Maple River. Abby Kaloran will check in here for Savannah Warren. As we'll have a substitution here as Maple River with Aaliyah Hannig will check out. And the serve will continue here for Taylor. Sanders to serve, this one to the back. Kaloran backs it on the way. Here goes Richards cross court, and Kindred Vikings right now at the service line, thanks in part to Taylor. Sanders getting some aces, but also on top of that, able to force not the greatest pass to begin with. Hannig, Kaloran. Hannig at the 10-foot line on top of the block. Roland is there. Kindred set outside. Right-handed swing. This one goes over, and eventually the point here for the Vikings. Greta McKinney with a big swing for the senior outside hitter. Makes it now 9-2. Service on the way will continue for Sanders. This will be a service here in the 5th one of the night here for the Kindred Vikings. In-game update brought to you in part by Goldmark. At Goldmark, from commercial land to farmland and office to industrial, Goldmark Commercial has the skills to handle all of your commercial real estate and farmland needs. Go to goldmarkcommercial.com. That's goldmarkcommercial.com. Kaloran set outside. Here goes Hannig. Eventually, the Vikings will see a right-handed swing, and that's going to be another kill. This will be with Kittleson to make it now a 10-3 contest, and we'll get to your out-of-town update here in a moment. So far, Oak Grove leads 2-0 over the Lisbon Broncos. White Mare Lidgerwood takes set number 1 over Tri-State, 25-11 as well. There are some out-of-town scores here tonight. As part of your in-game update in Region 1 play, right-handed swing by Hannig eventually gets a kill and the side out here, but not before the Vikings put some work in front of them here to make it now 10-4 Kindred. Vikings with a chance to continue this lead. Good tip, but we'll see a violation on the way here for the Vikings, as this will be with Kate Odegaard to make it now 10-5. So if you're Kindred, you got the lead now. It's time to try to get this one as quickly as you can to 25 and tie things up at 1. If you're Maple River, got to dig yourselves out of a deficit, but it happened early enough here as this will hit the post with Kittleson, and just like that, the Raiders go from 10-3 all the way to 10 now to 6. Service here by Bisek continues into the back. Sanders is there. Good pass across the way. Sanders on the attack from the back row. Warren with the dig. This one gets set from Hannig to Hannig, and that'll go out of play off the miss. 11-6 Vikings. Set number 1 went to Maple River. 25-18. Raiders took set number 1 as Roland is on to serve. Bisek coming middle. Here's a swing, and there's a block. Hannig, wearing number 12, gets blocked by the other number 12 of Kittleson. And the Vikings now doubling up the Raiders here in set number 2. Roland back to the service line, and this will be the second service error of the set. 6 of the match for the Vikings. It's a 12-7 contest as Maple River here with Addison Hannig returns to the service line. And this will be the first service error of the night for Maple River, as the Vikings will take it right back for more high school volleyball and high school football coming up with the postseason as well, both in Minnesota and North Dakota here in the month of October for football. Go to yourliveevent.com throughout the week to see what updated games we have for you when it comes to postseason. rolling. Attack from the back row. This will go out of play, and Maple River heads back to the service line. This could be the final match this season for these two clubs. And going forward in volleyball, potentially, as Maple River will be in Division B next year, while the Kindred Vikings, they'll be in Division A. Kindred set outside Sanders. She's going to be blocked. Eventually will get a free ball across the net by Baco. Maple River B set to the middle. Here goes Satrum. Quick transition game, and Stella with her third kill of the match. So chance for some bragging rights after last year Maple River swept Kindred on their home floor. 2 years ago, the Kindred Vikings swept Maple River here in Kindred. And this will be a service here for the Raiders. Makes it now 14-9. Substitution upcoming as Brink will check out for Kindred. Coming back on will be Greta McKinney on the front row. Kindred leads it by 5 here. Midway point of set number 2. B set. Here's Kaloran. Good tip. She's done it once and does it again. Keller trying to get there, but eventually the point will be for Bree at 14-10. Seen Bree pull that out of her tool chest, if you will, a couple of times here tonight. Once in the first set, now here in the second. Kaloran to the service line. This one to Keller. Set outside right-handed swing there by McKinney. Another chance opportunity there for Sanders. Dump opportunity by Bree. This one pancaked by Keller and it pushed across eventually by McKinney. Here comes Kaloran on the swing, rolling, good pass across the way. Back set, and this one might be a double, or we'll have a violation here running underneath and into the net. Here on the center of Collins McQuillan, 14-11 on what was the longest volley so far of this volleyball match goes to Maple River. Service by Bree is just short, and the Raiders have had their third service error of the set. And the Vikings head back to the service line here with Kennedy Baco. Baco with 2 kills so far here tonight. Maple River to the outside right-handed swing across there by Richards. This is going to be tipped. Eventually we'll have a lift, yes we do, to make it now 16-11. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining here in set number 2. Kindred got up 9-3, 10-3. And they've had the lead ever since that run by Taylor Sanders where she had 5 aces in a row. Maple River unable to get this one across, makes it 17-11. And the Vikings up by 6. Craig Poole thinking about taking a timeout. He will. We'll break with them on our City Hope scoreboard. Kindred leads it 17-11.
North Dakota, we aren't just a town, we're a community, one that you can be proud of, where you and your family can grow. With available jobs, affordable housing, a golf course and pool, the Sportsman Club, and great educational opportunities. There hasn't been a better time to join the Hope community, ideally located between Fargo, Grand Forks, and Jamestown. For more information, go to www.hopend.com. Live, work, and play in Hope, North Dakota.
Timeout brought to you in part by Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency, let them handle your requests. For more information, go online to kindredstatebank.com. That again is kindredstatebank.com. 17-11 Vikings up over Maple River by 6 here in Kindred. It's some other matches. Once they go final, we will let you know across the way as well here tonight in Region 1 play. Oak Grove looking to stay unbeaten with a match in Lisbon, as this one will be a service error on the Vikings. Now it's at 17-12. If, as we alluded to earlier in the broadcast, Maple River trying to stay one match within Fargo Oak Grove. If they lose this match to Kindred, then all of a sudden if Oak Grove defeats Lisbon, they would be up by 2 Region 1 counter games and eventually have a little separation between themselves and the other, as this one goes out of the gym here, and eventually Maple River able to find the volleyball with Sophia Satrum. Sophia with the serve, rolling into the back middle. This one set outside. This is going to be tipped across the net. Eventually a point comes for Kate Odegaard. And now 18-12. Service here for the Vikings as they will come on with Kittleson. Sanders heads back to the service line for Kindred. Sanders, right-handed swing. This one coming with Richards. Kindred will push this one over with McQuillan. Kaloran set middle. Here comes Satcham on top of the ribbon. Sanders to Roland, and it's going to hit on top of the ceiling here with some of the scaffolding that they have. So make it now 18-13. Kindred leads by 5. So it hit more of the beam here. And Kindred, this one is going to be pushed across the net. Maple River backs at Richards cross court. This will go out of play. And the Vikings, as they've done awfully well here in this second set, if Maple River gets something, they get it right back to their service line. As coming on here will be Caitlin Brink. Brink to serve into the middle. Satcham with the good pass as this one goes to Hanig across. And eventually we see McQuillan and also with Odegaard just have a miscommunication on if there was going to be a slide across or not. Makes it now 19-14 Vikings with B-set heading to the service line for Maple River. Raiders on the left side of your screen. Kindred on the right. Service by B-set's going to be an ace across the way. As Roland looking kind of to see that one as that one might just jammed a finger as well. 19-15. Regardless, B-set gets her second ace. Roland with the pass. This one goes to Brink at the net. Good pass across. Dump opportunity there by Kindred. Here's Hanig with the swing. Brink with a dig, but eventually a point will be awarded to Maple River at 19-16. 19-16. Kindred out in front by 3 here. Service for a B-set. Vikings, here comes the slide. We're going to see a block, and there it is. Addison Hanig with the block. That went 19-17. And the Raiders are starting to make a run. Service, good dig by Roland. This one's going to be tight. Roland able to help it out here. Cross on the second. B-set coming. Back set goes to Kaloran, and a good spot by Bree yet again. 19-18, and Coach Adam Schaefer needs a timeout here for Kindred as the Raiders have rattled off 5 consecutive points. We'll take a break with them. Timeout brought to you in part by Kindred State Bank.
Buying a new home, but worried about the interest rate and terms from your bank? At First Class Mortgage, we'll find a mortgage that fits your needs. Shopping national banks and other lenders for the lowest rate and most affordable terms, saving you time and money. So all you need to worry about is enjoying your new home. First Class Mortgage, our expertise, your peace of mind. Put an expert to work for you. Call today.
19-18 Kindred after the Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency timeout here. Vikings up by 1, but B-set back to the service line here for the Maple River Raiders on the left side of your screen. Vikings on the right side of your screen. Get a little break and come back on here as both teams have taken 1 timeout so far here in set number 2. Service by B-set. Back left corner, Brink. Good pass across the way into the back. Here comes Sanders. Back left corner, B-set to Warren. A chance for Kaloran down the line. Dug by Sanders. Vikings will push this one across over on the third by Odegaard. B-set outside. Hanig with a monstrous kill. Addison will have her 6th, and we're knotted up at 19. Our first tie since it was 2 apiece. Maple River with B-set to serve. Vikings here will push outside. Here's a power aggressive tip across the way by Kittleson, and Kaloran over on the third. Odegaard, this one will go with another opportunity, unable to get over the net, but Kittleson and Maple River takes their first lead of the set since they were up 2-1. Raiders storming back here and some in set number 2. Now make it 21-19. The run continues here for Maple River, as it's an 8-0 run now for the Raiders. B-set back left corner. Brink is there. Opportunity for Roland on the attack. Cross court. Addison Hanig with the dig. Set up on the way to Kaloran down the line, and that's going to be in for Bree. That's her 5th kill of the match. B-Set the assist here, and we'll get another timeout on the floor. We'll keep it here. We'll get to our in-game update here in this second set. In-game update brought to you in part by Goldmark Commercial Real Estate here. As we take a look, it was 19-13 Kindred, now turned on its head to 22-19 here in Maple River as it's a 9-0 run for the Raiders as well. Maple River balanced so far with Hanig with 6 kills. Bree has 5. B-Set with 2 aces and Edison Hanig with 1 as well. Vikings led by Taylor Sanders with 5 kills. 0 in the set, but she has 5 aces on the night here for the Kindred Vikings. Tied at 1, tied at 2, tied at 19. Kindred has led for the majority of the set, but currently this run right now by Maple River has paced them up by 3. In-game update brought to you in part by Goldmark Commercial. Go online to goldmarkcommercial.com to connect with their expert team of trusted agents, whether it's farmland to office, industrial, and more. Go to goldmarkcommercial.com. Again, that's goldmarkcommercial.com. Part of our in-game update here, Maple River leads it by 3. Also a final, Oak Grove sweeps Lisbon tonight. 3-love down in Lisbon. So the Grovers are now 6-0. The Broncos are 1-5 in Region 1 play. B-Set outside. Here comes Hanig on top of the block. Sanders is there. Kindred pushes it outside. This one gets across eventually by Kittleson for the point. Her 4th kill, and more importantly for the Kindred Vikings, they get the serve on their side with Roland. So we've seen 2 stretches for both teams tonight where they able to get a long little run here in a set, and Roland with an ace. Roland with the ace there for the Kindred Vikings as the Vikings down by 1. Roland in the back, Hanig. Good pass. This will go to Kaloran on the attack, unable to get across, and the Vikings have tied it up. So the Vikings on a little run of their own now, a mini run at 3-0. 22 all here in set number 1. Roland continues to serve. Hanig, Satrom, B-Set over on the 3rd. Vikings, McQuillan set middle. This is going to be tipped down, and this will be deflected, and the point is upcoming here for the Vikings. It'll be Kittleson with her 5th of the contest to make it now 23-22, and a timeout here for head coach Craig Poole. We'll break with them late in set number 2. Kindred up by 1 with the serve when we return. Time on the floor brought to you in part by Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency as the Vikings lead at 23-22 here in set number 2, trying to fend off Maple River and try to tie things up at 1 set apiece. Service upcoming here for Roland. Both teams on the timeouts. Warren, good pass, B-Set across the slot. Here goes Hanig. Question, was there any touch after the swing there by Maple River? And there was none by Aaliyah Hanig. Makes it now 24-22. Set point opportunity for Kindred here in the second. Roland, back right corner to Sophia Satrom. Here's an opportunity for Bree on the attack. Good pass by Roland. Dump opportunity covered there by Addison. Here's a chance for Bree with another tip. Baco is there as they nearly pinball around, and a free ball over on the 3rd by Kittleson. B-Set outside. Hanig on top of the block. Roland keeps it alive. Kindred coming here with Baco with the tip. B-Set able to help. Warren with the bump. Kaloran on the attack goes cross court. There is McQuillan. Roland. Baco at the 10-foot line. Down the line. B-Set is there. Warren to the outside. Hanig able to get it across on the 3rd. Kindred coming middle. Here's a tip, and there's... It gets across eventually after the pancake, and then there will eventually say the point was made, and we'll see if we get an inadvertent. Nope, they are going to say the point was down here for the Kindred Vikings. So Kindred will take it eventually with Kittleson with the final kill here. as it's now 25-22. But they're going to talk it over here to double check to see if that hit the ground or if it was not. So it's going to be 25-22. Kindred takes set number 2 here. If that one would have been kept alive, it would have been right across the net here, and the Vikings would have had to scramble. But instead, we'll take a first-class mortgage set recap here as the Vikings lead it by, take set number 2 again by 3.
Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but they can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help you with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Homegrown local radio is now worldwide with 24-hour streaming. Download the RJ Radio app to hear local voices from local radio with KRJB, KRJM, and KKCQ 24 hours a day from anywhere. You can listen to your favorite programs like the RJ Family Morning Show, local news, farm markets, music, high school sports, church services, more from anywhere. KRJB, KRJM, and 96.7 KKCQ is streaming on the RJ Radio app. Download it to your device and take us with you wherever you go.
I love my decision. I love the smallness of it and how close everyone is. Some of my other friends went to a 4-year school, and I'm going to be done before them, even with 2 degrees and for a lot less money. My name's Casey, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like, every time I go to a meeting, like, everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
Set recap brought to you in part by First Class Mortgage. More than the company name, it's the way they do business. Kindred with a great start with Taylor Sanders with 5 aces. Maple River would eventually be down 19-13, make a 9-0 run, but Kindred would come back and close out the set emphatically on a 6-0 run for the Kindred Vikings to finish set number 2. Kindred led by the 5 kills of Taylor Sanders. Kittleson also with that last point would finish with 6. Maple River with Edison Hanig with 6 kills and 5 by Calori. Maple River 3 service errors, while the Vikings have 7. Kindred with 6 aces. Maple River with 3 aces as well. So we know we're at least going 4 here tonight on your liveevent.com. Again, set 1 goes to Maple River 25-18. Set 2 goes to Kindred 25-22. That's a set recap brought to you in part by First Class Mortgage. For more information, go online to firstclasscorp.com. Whether you're buying a new home or refinancing your existing mortgage, their dedicated team takes the time to understand your financial situation, located in Fargo. Here's going to be a swing. This one will be on a play on the way, but eventually using the points and the block to advantages. Taylor Sanders, the Vikings take the opening point here of set number 3. Service here for Collins McQuillan. McQuillan on the serve, dug up by Warren. Kaloran back set. Here's a right-handed swing, and this one will be unable to get across. It's now 2-0. Maple River trying to improve to 5-1 in Region 1 play, 19-4 in the season with the win. Warren, Kaloran coming middle. Here goes Satcham, dug there by Roland. Opportunity for McQuillan outside. McKinney gets this one across the net and eventually earns the points here at 3-0. Well, for the Vikings, trying to improve to 4-0 in Region 1 play. 4-2 that is in Region 1 play. And 14-18 if they can pick up a win here tonight overall. Many large game when it comes to Region 1 standings. Maple River wins. They would start putting some distance between themselves and the pack as Oak Grove has done this season. The Vikings, you win this one, by all means you get a chance at a top 4 seed here this season. Entering Region 1 tournament play. Rolling, good pass across the way. Vikings back set, right-handed swing on top of the block, eventually by Sanders. Opportunity for Kaloran from the back row. Roland is there. Good pass to McQuillan. Set outside McKinney. Right-handed swing. Going to be blocked by Satrom. That'll be her fourth that has resulted directly in a point. It's now 3-2. Update for you. Oak Grove, Weimar Lidgewood with sweeps tonight of Lisbon and Tri-State respectively. Central Cass took the first set against Hankinson in Castleton. Vikings, McKinney with the power tip for the points. So Greta McKinney makes it a 4-2 contest now as the Vikings are doubling up the Maple River Raiders on our City Hope scoreboard. Work and play in Hope, North Dakota. From job listings to housing options, you can search hopend.com. 5-2, Vikings out in front. Thanks in part to an ace there by Kennedy Bacco. Bacco will have her first ace of the night. Bacco on the serve. Warren with the dig pushed outside. Here goes Edison Hannig cross court. This one will go into the lights. And eventually the Vikings get it across with Sanders. Cloran set outside. Hannig on top of the block. Good dig there by Bacco. McQuillan set outside. Here goes Sanders for the kill. 6-2, and the Vikings in system here in set number 3. Bacco on the serve here for Kindred. Back right corner, Vikings will see this one. Addison Hannig cross court, good dig by Keller. And Keller eventually gets it over on a free ball. Warren, Kaloran, dump opportunity, great spot for the points. Bree with a dump kill opportunity here to make it now 6-3, and everybody was froze. It helps too when you got Santrum and Hannig there trying to come down the middle for a kill. Everyone's ready for the block. McKinney with the push over on the third. Kaloran set outside. Here goes Hannig through the block for the kill. 6-4. Vikings up by 2. Hannig with her 7th kill. Service upcoming here for Stella Satrum. Satrum into the middle. Roland on the pass to McQuillan here. Set outside. Right-handed swing by Odegaard. Blocked eventually by Aaliyah Hannig. Here's a chance for Roland. Unable to get over. And the Vikings see it be a 6-5 contest. Serve upcoming here for Stella Satrum. Stella into the middle. Keller is there. This one is going to be hammered down by Hannig. Addison, it was set up on a tee for her, and just like that, 4 consecutive points for Maple River, and it's our first tie of set number 3. Service here for Stella Satrum. That'll be a service error on the way. Kindred will take the point. 4th service error here for Maple River. As the Vikings with Taylor Sanders, the 5'11 freshman outside hitter, to the service line. Taylor on the serve. Warren with a good pass to Bree. Coming middle, here comes Hannig. Dug there by Leah Rowland. Opportunity. This one eventually by Sanders gets across. Kaloran back set. Here comes Richards on top of the block. It was deflected, and Richards is going to earn the points as it's now 7-up. So Kindred will roll this one all the way across the nets, and the point will be awarded here towards Maple River as the Raiders have tied this one up at 7 apiece. Been an entertaining volleyball match tonight here for Region 1 play in Kindred. Service by B-Set. McQuillan to the outside. This one tries to get across, does with the left hand of Kittleson. Quick push, and this one will just miss down the line to make it now 8-7. Set number 1 went to the Kindred Vikings 25-18. Went to Maple River 25-18. Set 2 then went to the Kindred Vikings 25-22. Service here for Caitlin Brink. Brink to serve, back right corner, tight, B-Set. This one pushed across by Bree, back left corner, and eventually she'll take the point. Good push across there by Kaloran. She's done a little bit of everything here this evening for Maple River as Bree has her 7th kill, and we're tied at 8 apiece. Good dig by Sanders, set outside, right-handed swing across the net by Kittleson. B set outside coming is Santrum. That's Sophia. Good dig by Sanders. Opportunity again through the kill for Kittleson. And Kittleson has her 7th kill of the match. It's now 9-8. Service here for Rowland. Rowland to the back right corner. B set coming. This is going to be tight, and eventually Baco takes the point at 10-8. Good job by Baco to earn the point here for the Vikings. Here's a swing across. Asking for a net violation. Nothing's going to be granted. Point here awarded to Maple River with Sophia Satcham to make it now a 10-9 contest. Kindred leads it by a point here in set number 3. Both teams with 2 timeouts remaining. Service here for Warren. Brink on the pass to McQuillan. Here comes Baco on the attack, and this one will just miss to make it 10 up. 4th tie here of the set. Warren back to service line. Into the middle, Brink on the pass. This one gets across by McQuillan. Warren able to help it out. B-set coming into the middle with Satcham with the left hand. Gets it across. And Hallie the assist. Gives Stella the kill. That'll be her 4th. And Maple River regains the advantage here as they lead it by 1. Brink with the pass. Vikings with Sanders in the back row. Warren is there. B-set little joust going to be won by Baco. Kaloran, dump opportunity. Baco is there. Vikings opportunity for Baco up and over on a little roll shot. Free ball across the net by Bree. Kindred, Taylor Sanders down the line. Hannig with the dig. B-set able to help it out. Santrum pushes it back left corner. That'll be out of play there by Stella, and it's 11-all. Service will continue here for the Vikings. This will be with Kittleson. Kittleson into the middle. B set. Here comes Kaloran with a good spot for the kill. That'll be Bree's 8th of the night. Makes it now a 12-11 lead here for Maple River. Raiders head to the service line with the aforementioned Kaloran here. Handful of assists so far tonight. Also with 8 kills. Baco, cross court, good spot for the kill here for Kindred. Kenny Baco ties this puppy up at 12 apiece. Vikings utilize this one here with McQuillan. McQuillan to the back left corner. Maple River coming middle. Satcham going to be blocked by Baco, pushed across, but eventually the point will be awarded here to Kindred. 13-12, Vikings out in front here at the midway point of set number 3. McQuillan with the serve, back left corner. Maple River on the attack by Richards. Keller there with the dig. Vikings across by Baco. Warren, good pass to Bree. Set middle. Here comes Satcham. This one will be out of play to make it now 14-12. Vikings have led throughout the majority here of set number 3. Trying to take a 2-1 lead here on their home court. Kaloran. This one going to be tipped and eventually running into the net. There will be Sophia Satcham. And this point will be awarded here to Kindred at 15-12. Vikings head back to the service line as they will handle it with Collins McQuillan. McQuillan on the serve, back right corner. Hannig with the good pass. Kaloran with the dump opportunity. There is Keller, eventually over by McKinney. Bree push outside right-handed. Opportunity there by Sophia Santrum on the push. And then Sanders free ball across. Addison Hannig to Bree coming middle. Here goes Stella Santrum blocked. Kaloran dump opportunity again. Eventually, Vikings here. We'll see Baco, and that'll go out of play at 15-13. Opportunity for Maple River as they will handle it with Sophia Satcham to the service line as the Raiders Down by 2. Satcham on the serve, dug out by Keller. Kindred, right-handed swing, can't get it across by McKinney. Now it's 15-14. Region 1 volleyball here this evening in Kindred on yourliveevent.com. Match 23 of the year for Maple River. This is match 22 of the season for the Vikings. Nearly an ace, better up there by Keller. This one comes across. Maple River with a chance to tie now as this one with Richards. Vikings push outside right-handed swing by McKinney, dug by Sophia. Kaloran set outside. Hanig can't get it over the net. Makes it now 16-14. Vikings up by 2. Baco to the service line. Baco with the serve. Warren, nice pass. Hanig cross court for the points. Addison with the kill here for Maple River as they're back within 1 at 16-15. Service upcoming here for Maple River with Stella Satcham. Satcham, back right corner. Keller, this will be tight. Back set across the way, hit over by McKinney. Maple River with Addison Hanig on top of the block. Rolling, trying to pinball that around as she did into the middle there with Kate Odegaard, but the point eventually will go towards Maple River. That's our 7th tie of the match. Rolling free ball across. Hanig with the dig. Kaloran set middle. Here's a push there by Hanig. That's Aaliyah. Roland with Sanders cross court for the points. Taylor Sanders with her 8th kill. And Maple River will be down by 1 here as the Vikings head back to the service line. As Kindred will go to line with the aforementioned Sanders. Nice little run that we've had here this evening for both teams. Vikings with Sanders with 5 aces so far tonight. This one will be pushed outside. Hanig eventually hits this one into the net to make it now 18-16. Service will continue by Sanders. Sanders to serve into the back. Warren is there. Bree. Addison Hanig on the attack for the kill. 18-17 now. Give the assist there to Kaloran as the Vikings lead it by 1 with Maple River now to the service line with B-set. When Hallie's came on here, this is where Maple River has been able to get about 3 or 4 consecutive points, it seems like, at different times. Here's a block after the swing by Odegaard. Trembeth helps this one out right-handed across the ribbon. This one will go out of play with Kittleson, and it's now 18-all. Service here by B-set will continue. Vikings with Trembeth back set. This one pushed across by McKinney. B-set on the way to Bree, and this one unable to get over, and the Vikings take the side-out opportunity here at 19-18, and substitution as Brink will head back to the service line. Also, you'll see McQuillan coming in for Trembeth here, and the serve for the Kindred Vikings will be with Brink. Caitlin on the serve, back right corner, B-set with it, coming middle. This one tipped across, good spot with the left hand by Aaliyah Hanig. The points across the way here for Aaliyah. Makes it now 19-all. Vikings right-handed, swing across the net there by Kittleson. Here's a right-handed cross-court swing for Maple River out of play with Sophia Satcham. And now it'll be 20-19. Kindred with Roland to the service line here for the Vikings. Roland to the opposite libero there in Warren. Opportunity now for Bree. She's going to be blocked. And that block coming courtesy of Kennedy Baco. 21-19. 2-point advantage here in service for Roland. Warren in the back. This one, free ball across by B-set, back left corner. Vikings with Baco. This will be in for the points. 22-18 timeout on the floor on our City of Hope scoreboard. Baco with her 4th kill of the match.
Proceed and anything in between, Green Earth Landscaping has you covered. servicing the Fargo-Moorhead area and beyond. For more information, go online to greenearthnd.com. That's greenearthnd.com. Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
22-19, Kindred leads. That timeout brought to you in part by Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. First timeout here from Maple River, down by 3. This one with B set coming to the middle. Aaliyah Hannig with the left hand. Kaloran trying to get across, unable to do so. Really nice job there at the front row by Collins, McQuillan, and also Kittleson to earn the point now at 23-19. Serve will continue here for the Vikings, 2 points away. This one by Satcham trying to get pancaked there is Roland. Eventually a point does come to Maple River, and more importantly for the Raiders, and get that side-out opportunity. 23-20. Maple River with Warren to the service line. Rolling with the dig. Kindred, right-handed opportunity for the swing by Sanders. Here comes Kaloran, cross-court. McQuillan is there. Here's will be a up and over for Bacco for the points. Kennedy Bacco with her 5th kill of the match. And more importantly for the Vikings, they are 1 point away from closing out set number 3. In-game update here brought to you in part by Goldmark Commercial Real Estate. Kindred leads it by 4 here on YourLiveEvent.com as we take a live look into Hankinson and Central Cass, also going on this evening on YourLiveEvent.com. Central Cass, set number 3, leads it 7, make that 7-1 in set number 3. Central Cass with a 2-0 set lead as the Squirrels are trying to pick up another victory in Region 1 play. Also tonight, Fargo Oak Grove with a sweep over Lisbon. Waimea Lidgerwood swept by Tri-State as well. Again, that is our in-game update brought to you in part by Goldmark Commercial. Go to goldmarkcommercial.com today. Set point opportunity for Kindred. Stella Satcham. This one kept alive by Brink and eventually over on the third by Kittleson. Back set. Here comes Kaloran going cross-court. Good hit there by Bree. That'll be her 9th kill, and more importantly, for the Maple River Raiders, we'll head to the service line. They need 3 at least good serves here by Kaloran. Kaloran with the serve. This one will come short. Sanders is there. Roland calls everybody off and pushes it across. Hannig. Bree. Warren with the free ball over. Back left corner. Brink is there. Coming middle. McQuillan outside. Sanders will hit this one into the net. 24-22. Maple River inching closer here in the third. Kaloran on the serve. Back left corner. Good pass by Keller. Dump opportunity. Satcham gets it right back across. Sanders with the push. Kaloran to Warren. Chance for Richards as she gets it over. Bacco coming tight, and eventually the point will go towards Maple River. Richards takes the point. It's now 24-23. Kindred does have both timeouts remaining. Maple River with 0. Still a set point opportunity for Kindred. This will be tight. Eventually Satcham. Bacco gets it across, and Bacco somehow gets the points here for Kindred. That'll be her 6th kill, and more importantly for the Vikings, they close out the set here by a final of 25-23. Maple River won the first, 25-18. Kindred has came back and won the second and the third, 25-22 and 25-23. Our set recap is next.
This This is Jim, and along with Bernie, we're inviting R&J Broadcasting Incorporated listeners to join us on a tour of the Hawaiian Islands, February 22nd through March 3rd. The Big Island will be part of this trip while taking in the breathtaking views of Oahu, the Big Island, and Maui. Enjoy the perfect balance between scheduled activities mixed with personal leisure time. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ to learn more about this tour, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Hope Page Public Schools are committed to the development of all students by providing a high-quality education that is reflective of the strong values in our communities. The staff at Hope Page Public Schools work each day to enable and inspire students to achieve academic excellence and make positive contributions to our world. Learn more about Hope Page Public Schools by visiting hopepage.k12.nd.us. We are Hope Page, and we will change the world.
Farmers, are you expanding, upgrading, or want to automate? Visit with the experienced staff at Hope Electric to learn about the latest electrical systems and the newest technologies that they have developed to make your operation more efficient. Get a custom system in place with features like iPad truck loading and remote view grain storage, touchscreen controls, hazard monitoring systems, and wireless cellular cameras to protect your assets. Hope Electric, serving the agricultural and commercial industry since 1978. Visit hopeelectric.com or call 701-945-2460.
As we get to our set recap here, brought to you in part by First Class Mortgage, the Kindred Vikings take set number 3, 25-23. As in that particular set, able to have 9 ties, most recently at 19 apiece. Kindred got out in front 24-20. Maple River trimmed it down to 24-23. Kindred so far led by the 9, make that 8 kills of Sanders, 5 aces, 7 kills by Kittleson, and 6 by Baco. Kennedy's had herself a really nice evening with 2 aces and a handful of blocks as well. Maple River, Addison Hanig with 11 kills to lead the floor. Kaloran has 9. Hanig also with an ace. Raiders with 4 service errors, so far with 3 aces. The Vikings with 8 service errors, 4 of them coming in the first set alone. So far this evening with 8 aces as well. Maple River took the first. Kindred took set 2 and set 3 in a volleyball match that got underway just over 70 minutes ago here in Kindred. That again is our First Class Mortgage set recap. For more information, go online to firstclasscorp.com. in Fargo. Service on the way. B set trying to get it across. Good dig by McKinney. This one then over on the third. Opportunity for Kindred. Back set, right-handed swing by Sanders on top of the block for the kill. Taylor Sanders will have her 9th kill here for the Vikings, who take a 1-point lead. Nicely done by Kindred's service upcoming, as this one will continue by McQuillan. Into the back. B set, middle, right-handed swing for Satrum with the kill. Sellers got her 5th. And we're tied at 1 apiece. Service on the way here for Bree. Been a fun volleyball match tonight between these two clubs respectively, as Maple River and Kindred kind of has an early season region tournament feeling to it, with these two teams vying for a top 4 spot in Region 1 play and a bye to the quarterfinals. Right-handed swing. That's a good swing on the way here for the Vikings for Greta McKinney for the points. Makes it now 2-1 here in favor of Kindred. Both teams right now in a good spot to at least bare minimum host a play-in match on November the 8th, trying to be a top 8 seed. But if you can get 4th, you don't have to worry about that play-in match at all. Baco, here goes Sanders, right-handed swing. Warren is there. Eventually, we'll see a free ball over on the third, as this is with Sophia Satrum. Back set, right-handed swing by McKinney. Was it deflected? Yes, it was. Greta McKinney with a couple of back-to-back points here for the Vikings as they lead it 3-1. Service upcoming here for Baco. Back right, Hanig is there. Kaloran set. Here comes Satrum with the left hand. And this will not be able to get across to make it now 3-2. 3-2 Kindred. Out in front here is Maple River will handle it with Sophia Satrum. Satcham on the serve, as this will just miss the back row. Maple River with the service error here. Now at 4-2. Serve upcoming for Taylor Sanders. Sanders with the running jump serve. A little bit of a line drive shot. Sanders with her 6th ace here for the Vikings. That one was a little bit of a missile, if you will, to the back row. Sanders with another chance at this one. Dug out in the back. Here's a chance for Satcham for the point. Stella Satcham gives it right back to Maple River here as we'll head back to the service line, trailing it by 2, and the aforementioned Stella will serve. McQuillan outside this one, unable to get over on the attempt by Kittleson. Now at 5-4. Now Stella will serve yet again. Back set, this one pushed across the net eventually, there by McKinney. Right-handed swing for Richards, good dig by Rowland. Back set, McKinney with a right-handed swing. This will miss to make it now 5-all. Second tie of set number 4. High school football continues for both teams on yourliveevent.com on Friday as the Kindred Vikings trying to put their win streak on the line up in Thompson for Region 1 volleyball, Region 1 football. While Maple River closes out this season on Friday night, hosting Enderlin up in Hope. Both games at 7 o'clock on Friday here on yourliveevent.com. Bree with a push back right corner for the Vikings. They able to tip it across there with McQuillan. Chance for Richards, but this one will go into the nets. And Kindred takes it now at 6-5. Vikings head to the service line as well with Brink. As Kindred trying to take this one in 4 sets after dropping the first, and more importantly, they would be tied with Maple River in the region then at 4-2. Kaloran outside Hannig, down the line, good dig by Roland tight, but eventually the point will be here towards Maple River as it's 6 up. As Hallie B-Set comes on to serve. B-Set into the middle. Kindred, right-handed swing cross court. B-Set is there. Warren, opportunity here for Bree up and over. Roland, right-handed swing for Kittleson. Can't come across the net. Makes it now 7-6. Maple River back in action on Thursday, hosting Tri-State. First serve around 7:15. JV at 6. There's a good offensive set there for the Vikings with Kate Odegaard for the kill. And now it's 7-all. Well, for the Vikings, if you're into high school volleyball, check out the Shields invite across the Fargo Metropolis upcoming on Friday and Saturday. The Vikings will go up against Watford City, Bismarck, and Davies in their pool play. Here's a free ball over for Kaloran. Again, that'll be on Friday for Kindred. Right-handed swing across the net. Hannig is there, pushed outside. This one gets over with the left hand of Sophia Satcham. For the Vikings, a chance for Kennedy Bacco. What the good spot. Bacco at the point here for Kindred to make it now 8-7. Service here for Leah Rowland. Rowland with the serve back right corner. Here's a chance to the outside. This one pushed across by Bree. The Vikings here with McQuillan. Right-handed swing by Kittleson. Now with Hannig. Vikings will push. Bacco there with the dig of Sophia. B-set outside. Here comes Hannig through the block. And eventually, though, the point does get awarded towards Maple River. That's the one thing that Kindred has done pretty well of tonight. They've been hustling after that deflection or that second chance. Or it feels like Maple River will earn the point, but eventually Kindred just scrappy and finding ways to keep that volley going. Now it's 9-8 after a good serve here by Addison Hannig. Hannig continues to serve here for the Raiders. They got to get it to 5 if they want to win this match here this evening in Kindred. Pushed across by Sanders. Hanig coming with B set into the middle. Here goes Aaliyah Hanig, and she is blocked by Kittleson. Another block here by Kittleson in the middle, and a potential momentum turner as well, as B-Set can't get it across to make it now 10-9. Kindred leads it by one. Good serve on the way from Kittleson, and sometimes you say in baseball or softball, good defensive play leads off the very next inning, while good defensive play in volleyball leads to two consecutive aces here for make that an ace here for Kittleson. Couple of good serves, though, back-to-back here for Kittleson as this one goes back right corner. B-set now to Kaloran, cross court. Was there any touch? They'll say it's in, doesn't matter. As Bree gets the point awarded here towards Maple River at 11-10. Service here for Warren. Warren with the serve, and that one will knuckle out. Maple River will utilize the service line for one attempt and give it right back now with a chance here for the Vikings with Collins McQuillan. B-set coming middle. Here comes Stella Satrom. This one will be out of play to make it 13-10. Kindred halfway home here in set number 4, up by 3. Trying to pick up their 14th win of the season. Maple River looking for win number 19 if they could get it to 5 and win in 5. But there's another ace. It's 14-10. Ace here by McQuillan. She becomes the 5th different Viking with at least one ace here tonight. As Collins continues to serve. As she does, Edison Hanig is there. B set coming middle. Satrom going to be blocked. And the block party on the outside here with Kennedy Bacco and Sanders. 15-10 as the Vikings right now trying to put this one and kind of climb away a little bit here in the 4th. Maple River, this one by Kaloran, unable to get across. 16-10, and Coach Craig Poole wants a timeout. We'll break with them on the City Hope scoreboard. Vikings up by 6. High school volleyball on yourliveevent.com. This timeout brought to you in part by Kindred State Bank and Insurance Agency. In the match that's gone just over 80 minutes here this evening, Maple River took set number 1, 25-18. Only to see the Kindred win set 2 by 3 and set 3 by 2. The Vikings have just had the answer in the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and more importantly, getting on some different little bit of runs here for the Vikings, as well as Sanders has led the way in kills, but a really nice performance here for Collins McQuillan as well. Back left corner, chance now for Maple River. This one is pushed over with Sophia Setram, and eventually there's the point. Now at 16-11. As Trembeth will come in for McQuillan here. Service on the way for Bree. Back left corner. Sanders with a good pass. Here comes Bacco cross court. Hanig with the dig. Into the middle now. Through the block is Sophia Satcham Keller. And McKinney over. Eventually Warren with the bump. Here's a right-handed swing by Richards. Rolling with the dig. Kindred. McKinney right-handed swing. Trembeth able to help it out. Bacco over on the third. Hanig. Kaloran. This one's going to be a cross on the third. And eventually a point upcoming to make it now 16-12. Maple River back to the service line here with Bree. Kaloran with that running jump serve back left corner. This will go tight, and eventually Setrum finishes it off at 16-13. Stella Setrum with the point here. Maple River back within 3. Kaloran goes short, and she earns the ace. Bree earns the ace here. That's her first. That'll be the 4th of the match here for the Raiders. Service continues by Kaloran. Back left corner, Sanders to Trembeth. Back set, here comes Bacco through the block for the points. Kennedy Bacco here with the side-out opportunity for the Vikings. Service here by the aforementioned Bacco. Bacco on the serve, back left corner. Kaloran set, coming middle. Here goes Satcham with the left hand for the points. Seen both teams do a nice job of possibly readjusting after the pass or the set, going, if I can't just maybe hit one 100 miles an hour, just use the opposite hand, the left hand in most cases here tonight, and just put a good spot on the volleyball. Kaloran back set, Richards into the middle. Roland is there with the dig. Here it is to Odegaard, back left corner. Kept alive by Sophia Satcham. A chance for Edison Hannig as she pushes this one across and eventually will take the points. Maple River back within 1, and here's where Kindred in set 2, 3, and 4 would consistently have the answer. Sophia Satcham into the middle. Roland is there. Trembeth with the set coming middle. Here goes Sanders with the tip. Hannig is on the cover. Warren pushes this one across. Kindred to the outside, right-handed swing by Sanders for the points. Double digits now for Taylor in the kill category with 10 and 18-16. Serve here for Taylor Sanders for the Vikings. Warren with the dig. This will be tight eventually. Kindred here will get it across. Kaloran up and down for the points. Seen Bree do a really nice job at particular times from that center spot using a dump opportunity there. Makes it 18-17. Serve upcoming for the Raiders here with Stella Satcham. Rolling with a good pass. Trembeth setting middle. Here's a right-handed swing with the block. Britton Richards, also Aaliyah Hannig, part of the block party. And it's 18-all. Back set right-handed swing. Opportunity now for Hannig through the block. This one was pancaked, but they won't be able to keep it going as Kittleson trying to pancake that one. Eventually makes it now 19-18. Maple River out in front. Vikings trying to get our 7th tie of the set. Cross court on the swing. Bree pushed across eventually by Sophia Satcham. Vikings push this one down the line. Kaloran with the set. Here comes Hannig on top of the block. Roland is there. This one is a power little tip across the way by Kittleson. Hannig with the push back left corner. Good pass by Roland. Back opportunity for McKinney and give the assist to McQuillan. Grenna McKinney with the point here, and it's now 19-all. Service here by Brink. Brink on the serve into the middle. Opportunity for Maple River goes awry. McQuillan to the outside. This one's going to be tipped, and eventually Richards earns another block. 2019 on our City of Hope scoreboard. Maple River up by a point here late in set number 4. B set to the service line. Hallie to Roland. Good pass. McQuillan back set on the way. Right-handed swing as a scoreboard goes dark here in Kindred. And eventually the point, though, is awarded towards the Kindred Vikings. Collins McQuillan going to tip that one across the net and make it a 20-all contest. Serve upcoming here for Roland. Service here for Roland. This one flutters across, and Roland earns the ace. That'll be Leah's second of the match. 21-20. That's been a difference maker here tonight for the Vikings, quite frankly, they had 4 service errors in the first set, but they've cleaned that up in set 2, 3, and 4 and utilized the service line kind of as a weapon tonight. Kaloran down the line. Kindred's got to get across on the third here, unable to do so, and we're tied at 21. 12 aces so far here for the Vikings. Service by Hannick. Into the middle, dug out by Brink. Kennedy Bacco, right-handed swing. Hannick with the dig. B set outside. Here's a right-handed swing by Sophia Satrom, dug out by Roland. Here's an attempt now for Bacco over. Warren with the pass, hit across by Aaliyah. The Vikings will utilize this here with Sanders on the third. B set back on the way. Here comes a tip, and eventually Roland there on the cover. And McQuillan will get the points. Warren was chasing it down, back right corner. Good spot for Collins McQuillan. And eventually the Kindred Vikings take the point here at 22-21. Service here by Kindred. Good serve across the way from Kittleson. Here's a push by Aaliyah. Roland is there. Chance to the outside, right-handed swing for Sanders with an emphatic kill. 23-21, time on the floor here for Coach Craig Poole. Into our in-game update brought to you in part by Goldmark Commercial Real Estate here. The Vikings 23, Maple River 21 here tonight. Game update, taking a look at some other scores from across the region here this evening. Central Cass eventually goes on and sweeps the Hankinson Pirates here tonight. So the Squirrels now 4-2 on the season. Hankinson drops to 2-3. Oak Grove with the win improves to 6-0 with the sweep of Lisbon. And also Weimar Lidgewood sweeps by Tri-State. And the Warbirds advance to 5-2. If this one holds, Maple River drops to 4-2, and it just becomes more of a logjam between 2 and then eventually 6. Because Kindred then would improve to 4-2. So you could have 4 teams potentially 4-2 if Kindred wins this one tonight here against Maple River. But it's 23-21. In-game update again brought to you in part by Goldmark. B set. Sees this one with Sophia Satcham over on the third. Brink, good pass. McQuillan outside. Taylor Sanders with a kill. That'll be her 12th. And it's a match point chance here for the Vikings. Match point opportunity. Maple River, B set, gives it to Bree with the push across. Able to help it out there is Kittleson. Roland hits this one into the net. Maple River stays alive. Kittleson to come on and play the back row. Well, for Maple River, they will have Warren onto the service line here for the Raiders. Warren to serve, Roland with the dig. McQuillan back set. Here goes Bacco on top of the block. Hannick able to help it out. B set to the outside. Sophia Satcham. This is going to be blocked. Warren, free ball over on the third. Brink is there, but a good spot eventually here for Maple River with Sophia Satcham to earn the point. Still a match point chance here for Maple River. Here for Kindred. Maple River continues to serve. Rolling, good dig. Kindred set outside. Here goes Sanders, tipped, and eventually takes the points. Baker's dozen in kills tonight, and Kindred comes back after losing set number 1 to take the next 3 here against Maple River in a Region 1 volleyball match here tonight. It goes 1 hour and 32 minutes. Maple River took set number 1, 25-18, but Kindred would come back and take set number 2, 25-22, set 3, 25-23, and set 4, 25-23 as well. Maple River drops to 18-5 on the season and 4-2. The Kindred Vikings improved to 14-8 on the season and 4-2 as well in Region 1 play. The Vikings led by Sanders with 13 kills, Bacco with 8 kills, 2 aces, a couple of blocks tonight. Sanders also had 6 aces. Well, for the Maple River Raiders, Edison Hannig with 14 kills to lead the floor here this evening. We're back after this here on YourLiveEvent.com.
District looks to collaboratively cultivate an environment that challenges learners to reach their full potential in a student-centered, community-supported environment while building authentic relationships that promotes active engagement in learning, literacy, and life. Kindred Public Schools' mission is to educate, prepare, and maximize student potential. Kindred Public School District, student-centered, community-supported. For more info about upcoming school events and news, go online to kindred.k12.us. Make your stop before or after the game at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota. Stop out throughout the week for mouth-watering lunch specials weekdays and mark Friday nights down on the calendar for prime rib, ribeye steak, or some walleye at the Knickerbocker. For more information or to find out about daily specials, give the Knickerbocker a like on Facebook by searching the Knickerbocker. Great food and good people. You can find it all at the Knickerbocker in Hickson, North Dakota.
As we come back now, it's now time to name your Enbridge Energy Player of the Match. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Life takes energy. That again is Enbridge.com for career opportunities. For the Kindred Vikings, there's a couple ways you can go, but give credit to the senior just making some big plays when the Kindred Vikings needed it here tonight. Kennedy Bacco going to be part of our Enbridge Energy Players of the Game here this evening. And Taylor Sanders and what she was able to do as well here this evening, but more importantly at the service line as the Kindred Vikings again win it here tonight in 4 sets. Kennedy Bacco with those 8 kills, a couple of aces, a handful of blocks, and then you also have this evening Taylor Sanders with a team-high 13 kills. Those 2 players are our Enbridge Energy Players of the Game. Go to Enbridge.com for career opportunities. Final numbers in this one for the Vikings: Sanders with 13 kills, Bacco with 8, Kittleson had 7, Greta McKinney had 6, and 3 on the way for McQuillan and 3 for Odegaard. Sanders with 6 aces, Roland Bacco with 2, Kittleson with 1, and McQuillan had a 1 as well. For the Maple River Raiders here tonight, 14 kills by Addison Hannig. Kaloran finished with 11. Stella Satrom with 7. Sophia Satrom had 5. And Brenton Richards had 3 as well. Aces 2 by B-Set, 1 by Hannig and Kaloran. Satrom with 5 blocks here tonight for the Maple River Raiders here this evening. For the win for Kindred, they improved to 14-8 on the season. They will play part of the Shields Invite coming up this weekend on Friday. Maple River back in action for a Region 1 volleyball as they will host the Tri-State Tigers on Thursday. When we come back after this, we'll hear from Kennedy Bacco next here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Valley Parents is a nonprofit organization whose main purpose is to promote, encourage, and support the Maple Valley students, teachers, and staff. MVP strives to strengthen and enhance the educational and social environment of the Maple Valley School District by providing opportunities for students, teachers, and parents to learn, socialize, communicate, and grow together. MVP Group welcomes anyone to join them in their mission. If you'd like to get involved or see upcoming events, check out the Maple Valley Parents Facebook page.
Maple Valley Public School will begin the year with the completion of the building project, which added 14,500 square feet, housing a community fitness center, gymnasium, locker rooms, and a pre-K room. This addition will significantly enhance community opportunities by providing updated equipment and facilities. Maple Valley will also launch the Best in Class for our 4-year-old program this year. The Best in Class program includes curriculum, professional development, and resources to create learning environments for pre-kindergarten students.
Join us again as one of our Enbridge Energy Players of the Match here tonight for the Kindred Vikings. That is Kennedy Bacco. Kennedy, after dropping set number 1, what kind of change for your team? Seems like those 50-50 volleys, if you want to call them that, the tight ones at the net, you found a way to keep the volley going or win those points. Just what did you see from your team for the rest of the match?
We just knew we had to hustle and give it our all. It wasn't going to get handed to us. We knew they were a good team, so we just really had to come out and kind of just give it all our all and, do our thing. So
I know it was kind of a bugaboo, so to speak, in the first set, which was some service errors, but then that became a weapon for you guys later in the match. Taylor Sanders had 6 of them alone. You were able to be part of it as well. What does the service line do for a team when you get some of those aces in a particular set in a match like this?
it definitely gets the energy up. I mean, serving is like the easiest thing you can do. It's one of the biggest things you can control. So we always just try to focus on getting it up and in, and then definitely Taylor came in and had some pretty aggressive serves, so that definitely helped. So
Collins McQuillan, obviously a really nice game tonight. Some at the net as well, winning those 50-50 balls. What did you just kind of see from her?
she has been improving so much this season, just coming in a little bit younger and not much experience. She has really stepped up. And, she's been playing great, and we definitely have all of our trust in her. So
able to get to 4-2 in region play. There's 4 teams now tied in 4-2 in the region after tonight's result. Also, you go on 8 of your last 9 matches. So what has worked really well over the weekend in that Lisbon Enderlin tournament, they hope to carry with you now to another tournament in the Shields Invite this weekend in Fargo.
We've really been playing our game and just hustling and having fun with it. So we just wanted to carry all that momentum from this weekend into our games this week and our tournament this weekend. So
final thing, Kennedy, what's something that you best like about this year's version of Kindred Vikings volleyball to get their 14th win so far here this season and trying to get some more coming up in the next couple weeks?
Yeah, it's been super fun. Definitely a younger group, but definitely people that are coming in every day, willing to work, and just having fun with it. So
Kennedy, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
That again, Kennedy Baca will take a quick break and hear from the head coach next here for the Vikings.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
Joining us now, part of our post-match show, the head coach again for the Kindred Vikings. It is Autumn Schaefer here. And Autumn, set number 1 obviously didn't go your guys' necessarily way, but able to bounce back, win a 2 and 3 point sets from 2 to 4. So what was the difference from set 1 to kind of get your team, so to speak, in system there, kind of going in set 2 through set number 4?
They had to know that they could do it. So I think what really made the difference for them is they could visualize it. They were seeing that as they were putting the work in, good things were coming with that. And so that definitely motivated them to keep doing good things.
Kennedy Baco, she had a really nice stat line. We had her down for roughly 8 kills, a couple aces, a handful of blocks at the net. When you can get someone like that as a senior doing those type of performances on the court, what does she just kind of provide? As she said, a younger team this year, but she's one of those, elder statesmen, if you will.
Yeah, it definitely just elevates that level of play. She sets an expectation and a standard, and she helps the younger girls really come up to that and know that they can play that way. No matter if you're younger, it doesn't matter. You can still play that elevated game, and she definitely motivates them. She kind of takes them under her wing a little bit and helps give them that little push and shove. You don't need to be scared. You can be scared, but when you're playing, just go for it.
And then we mentioned a little bit as well with Kennedy, just with Collins McQuillan. What did you see from her at their setter spot tonight?
She had so much grit. She laid everything on the line. She was hustling after every ball, even if they weren't perfect passes. She was doing everything she could at the net. She was working for her team.
Biggest thing that you kind of want to encapsulate from this particular match, you're going to play some Class A competition, some maybe different foes that you haven't seen too much of, which can be a good thing at this time of the year, see some different faces. So what's one thing that you want to see win, lose, or draw this weekend at the Shields Invite before you get back into Region 1 play with an awfully big match at Weimar-Lidgerwood coming up next week?
They just got to keep their head in the game. They got to stay in it. They got to have that want, which they definitely had. No matter the ups and downs, how many points lead or not lead that you're in, they still stayed in it. They knew it wasn't going to get any easier, so you just got to push through.
Able to get a handful of aces tonight as well. How big of a weapon is that in volleyball when you can get someone like Taylor was there on a run, whether it's an ace or getting maybe the first pass, being a little bit out of rotation for the opposition?
Yeah, getting the other team out of system is huge. It does a lot. It helps our defense. It helps our offense, if we're running something quick, to be able to throw something back at them. And even if it's the aces are wonderful.
Yep.
It gets them all hyped, and then they know that they have so much more to do. They're fighting for that server. They're fighting to continue that serve. So it really just keeps the energy high.
Autumn, congratulations on the win and best of luck this weekend in Fargo.
Thank you.
That again, the head coach, Autumn Schaefer, will continue after this. Hear from Kindred.
We always say we're We're a one-stop shop. North Star Ag is a full-service shoreline machinery dealership, so we have the 3 departments: sales, service, parts, fully staffed, have full inventory of all the parts and whole goods needed. We really value the service and the support that any traditional dealership would give you, but we specialize in shorelines. You can give us a call at 701-361-4790 or visit our website at northstar-ag.com.
Hungry and on the road, Petro Stopping Center in Fargo has got your back with an impressive lineup of goodies including Popeye's Chicken, Charlie's Cheesesteaks, Cinnabon, Papa John's, and a mouth-watering full-sized restaurant, the Dolly Down Grill. You'll be spoiled for choice. Whether you're a quick pit stopper or looking to settle in for a while, Petro Stopping Center's Fargo location has got you covered 24/7 every day of the week. Cruise on over to their spot just off 45th Street and I-94 and indulge in a feast fit for the road warrior in you.
So the region looks like this now in Region 1 play. Oak Grove is 6-0. Then you have a plethora of teams that are currently at 4-2 and one team that's at 5-2. Oak Grove again at 6-0. Weimar Lidgerwood is 5-2 in second. Tied for third at 4-2, Maple River, Northern Cass, also with Central Cass and Kindred here tonight. Hankinson drops to 2-3. Richland, Sargent County playing in volleyball tonight. Enderlin's 2-5, Lisbon's 1-6, and Tri-State is 0-6 as well. So that's a look at your Region 1 play here this evening. Sargent County goes to 3-4 with a win against Richland, or Richland improves to 3-3. But it is a logjam between second and all the way through 6 at just a half game separating 5 teams. Oak Grove with tonight's results, a little bit of room now. 2 games up on everybody in the region as they have the inside track for the Region 1 championship in the regular season. Thursday night, more high school volleyball. Lisbon at Central Cass, Tri-State at Maple River here on yourliveevent.com. Upcoming on Thursday night, and Kindred again will tangle with Watford City, Bismarck, and Davies on Friday as part of the Shields Invite. I'm Chase Miller. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. Repeating tonight's final from Kindred, Maple River and the Vikings. 18-25, 25-22, 25-23, and 25-23. Kindred picks up the win. Enjoy the rest of your upcoming week and join us for more high school volleyball and football upcoming on yourliveevent.com.